Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you to a snowy MetLife Stadium. It's the division round of the playoffs with the New York Jets franchise on Madden 20 for the PC. Today the Jets play host to the Kansas City Chiefs. New York spanked the Chiefs in Arrowhead in week 3 of the regular season, but Patrick Mahomes and company aren't going to make this division game an easy one. Playing them in MetLife is definitely a plus, but Kansas City didn't get this far because they're no good. And they'll be missing starters Duvernay Tardif and Williams, which could make a big impact in the offensive production. The Jets will have to get pressure on Mahomes because he does have some good receivers in Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, and the speedy Mecole Hardman. They have an outstanding D-line and very good secondary, and when they met earlier this season, the Chiefs turned it over 3 times, and it was their downfall for sure. Things could be quite different here in the postseason, though. Last season, the Jets went one and done in the division round, losing to the Colts, and are definitely looking for a better outcome this season. Can they get it done? Let's find out as the Jets take on the Chiefs here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The Chiefs start out in the shotgun from the 24-yard line, and the give is to C.J. Procise, filling in for the injured Damian Williams, and he gets the first down out to the 38-yard line. Now in is Mike Boone, and that one is floated long and incomplete. Back again, Mahomes completes this one. Torrey Smith on the grab, but only gets a couple of yards. 3rd and 8. And the pass is intercepted. Darrell Roberts has the ball at the 47-yard line, and the Jets have it almost at midfield to start out their drive. Intended for Kelce, Roberts got there way ahead of him and intercepted the football. Now Darnold is in the shotgun. Back to pass, throws over the middle and intercepted on the very first play by Jason Verrett. And there is a flag on the play as well. A face mask on the return by Chris Herndon, and that one is going to stand. So it's Kansas City football at the 37-yard line. Mahomes over the middle, complete to Kelce, has it at the 32. 2nd and 6. Pass is complete again to Kelce inside the 30-yard line, and now it's 3rd and 1. Procise takes it up the middle and cannot get to the sticks. 4th and 1, and that will bring out Harrison Butker for a 44-yard kick into the snow, and it is good. 3-0, Kansas City takes the early lead. Now with Bell in the backfield, he gets the ball, has an open lane out on the perimeter, and he is out of bounds at the 26-yard line of the Chiefs. 9 yards after contact, he didn't get touched till late in the run, and look at that cut. I'm so surprised that he could make that kind of cut in the snowy conditions that they have. 3rd and 13, and Darnold goes down. Frank Clark gets to him back at the 36, and Pinedo is going to try a 53-yarder, and it's way off to the left. Didn't even come close. So the Chiefs will take over there at the 43. Up the middle goes Procise, and he makes it to the 47. 2nd and 6. The fake handoff. Mahomes drops back, and he fumbled the football. Ja'Kai Polite has it into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The pigskin's got to be slick because that was a fumble that was caused by Henry Anderson, and he barely even touched Mahomes. And you can see it here on the replay, and it pops out of his hands like a grease pig. Now the Chiefs are going to try this again from the 25. Mahomes back to pass. Can't find anybody, and finally goes down. Henry Anderson getting to him for a second sack. From the 12. The throw long and airmailed over everybody. Colquitt on for the punt. Jamison Crowder takes it, and he's inside Chief territory, inside the 35-yard line. First down, Jets. From the shotgun, Bell next to Darnold. Darnold lets it go just as he gets hit, and it's complete out to Quincy Enunwa. From the 21-yard line, 2nd and 9. Complete to Crowder inside the 20. Now in the red zone. From the shotgun, to throw to Herndon, and he has it tackled inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Jets. Bell up the middle, and he gets to the 2. 2nd and goal. McGuire in the backfield. He gets the ball, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Shropshire pulled out of his guard position and blocked out Matthew, but McGuire ran into him, almost prevented him from getting into the end zone, but broke free, and it was clear sailing for him. After a missed extra point, it's 13-3. Mahomes gives off to Procise, and he is tackled by Quinnen Williams. 3rd and 11. Again, back to pass, and he gets hit. Oh my goodness. Procise got hit by Adams, picked up his own fumble, and took it all the way back. Touchdown, Jets. What a way to tell the NFL that I'm back, everybody. Just for good measure. I don't know if this was planned. Well, it had to be. He just stopped right there at the 1-yard line, and he let Mahomes tackle him into the end zone, and that puts up the Jets by a big score of 20-3 at the end of the first quarter. Now with an update, let's go to Eurocat Baby on the sideline.
Both teams are playing a pretty clean game with no injuries thus far. But that hasn't stopped the Jets training staff from keeping a close eye on hard-hitting safety Jamal Adams. As you can see from that hit that resulted in a fumble recovery for a touchdown, he seems to have recovered from those broken ribs quite nicely. The Jets are looking to him to have a big impact in this game, and from the looks of things right now, he's doing the team proud.
Thank you for that update, and I would agree with that assessment. We just got out of the first quarter, and Adams has made a huge impact in the game already. So let's find out how he does for the rest of the game. After a Kansas City 3-and-out, we have Bell in the backfield. Darnold, hands off. He has lots of room around the left side and has it out to the 48. A 9-yard pickup. Darnold drops back on the play-action pass, is hit numerous times, won't go down, and finally is tackled by Dorian O'Daniel at the 42. 3rd and 11. And he is hit again, this time by Jason Verrett back at the 32, and that brings up 4th and 21. The defenses are definitely making their presence known on both sides of the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Mahomes back to pass, throws complete. Sammy Watkins makes the grab out at the 36 for a fresh set of downs for the Chiefs. Mahomes gives off to Procise, makes a couple of jukes and is out to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 11 after a holding penalty on Mitchell Schwartz, and Mahomes gets dropped back at the 27-yard line by Quinnen Williams, and the Chiefs are going to have to punt. 8:24 left in the second quarter. Darnold back to pass, can't get rid of the ball, and Frank Clark makes the sack. Now after a couple of 3-and-outs, the Jets have the ball again out of the shotgun. Darnold across the middle to Enunwa, has the completion down to the 21-yard line of the Chiefs. A 28-yard reception. Again from the shotgun. Darnold throws, and it's incomplete, intended for Enunwa. Broken up by Matthew. And that brings out Eddie Pinedo. And from 32, he is good. So the score is 23-3 with 4 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first half. The first down pass goes to Kelsey over the 30-yard line and barrels his way out to the 34 for a 9-yard pickup. Boone carries it up the middle and has a first down at the 39. Now 3rd and 11 on the screen pass. Procise is dropped in the backfield, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 23-3. Darnold from 37 completes it across the middle to Jamison Crowder. Just over a minute left. Darnold back to pass. Oz all day and floats it out there. And there is defensive pass interference. Dorian O'Daniel making the infraction. And that gives the Jets a new set of downs. And Darnold goes down back at the 46-yard line. Chris Jones credited with the sack. Jet timeout. And now 38 seconds left. Darnold throws across the middle, has a huge opening for Bell, and he's down to the 8-yard line. Timeout again with 29 seconds left. Out of the shotgun. Pass this time goes to Crowder. Did he make? Yes, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Can you believe this, everybody? The Jets are up 29-3 going into the half. Crowder just breaks the plane of the end zone, and that gives the Jets another score. Andy Reid just can't believe what he's seeing as his Chiefs are being trampled on. Well, we've seen a first half dominated by the defenses. It's just the Jets' defense has gotten the upper hand more times than the Chiefs. New York's offense has only put a collective 137 yards up, and yet they have 29 points on the board. Go figure. The key lies more with how the Chiefs could get back in this contest, because what has been shown so far isn't going to get the job done. Knowing they don't have a real running threat, Mahomes is going to have to try to get the ball out quick or suffer more punishment at the hands of the Jet defense. And can they make some adjustments that'll make a difference? Stay with us as we find out straight ahead in the second half. Welcome back, everybody, to MetLife Stadium for continued coverage of our game between the Jets and the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to have to do something spectacular to get back in this football game, down by 26 points at the half. Let's find out if Patrick Mahomes can have a Tom Brady-like second half. They'll have to wait because the Jets have it first at the 26-yard line, and it's given to number 26 up the middle for very short yardage. Now 3rd and 6. Darnold back to pass, throws complete to Enunwa. He has it running up the right side out to the 49. A 19-yard pickup and 10 of that coming after the catch. Now after a Michael Winkler holding penalty, Darnold goes down back at the 30. 3rd and 29 now. The pass. I'm trying to figure out where on earth he was throwing that. The Chiefs go 3 and out. Darnold again with pass, and that one is to Crowder over the middle for a 9-yard pickup. Up the middle goes Bell, and he has the first down out to the 35. After another holding penalty, this time against Cation Shropshire. Oh my goodness, that one's complete to Chris Herndon out to midfield. The Jets are on the move again. Darnold complete to Herndon inside the 35 for another first down. The pass this time going to Herndon again. It is turning into the Chris Herndon show here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11 from the 14. Darnold looking for somebody to throw it to, finally throws it out of bounds. 3rd and 11. The fake handoff looks like the same play to me. Throws it to the end zone and overshoots his target. 4th and 11. Pinedo comes on and boots it straight through. 32-3 is your score, and we're not out of the 3rd quarter yet. Mahomes gives off to Procise, and he's out to the 29. 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3 again to Procise, and he picks up a first down, a 4-yard gain on that one. Now from the 33, it's intercepted by number 33, and he is making a statement, folks. Jamal Adams is back in a big way. A fumble recovered for a touchdown, and now an interception in Kansas City territory. Jumped the route intended for Torrey Smith, but didn't even come close. Now Darnold from the 35 on the screen pass. A big yardage and a spin by Bell down to the 14. 28 yards after the catch. Probably the last play of the 3rd quarter, and that one is complete down to the 1. Jamison Crowder makes the grab. And that indeed brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter with the Jets well out in front. And we have an update from Eurocat Baby.
This just hasn't been the game for the Chiefs. Not much has been going their way. There's a lot of heads hanging pretty low on that side of the field. But if you're along the Jets sideline, it's all smiles. Although they've only put another 3 points on the board, I've heard rumors from the bench area that the second team may be entering the game before long. So look for some backup players to see action here in the 4th.
Well, thank you for that report. And wow, who would have guessed that the Jets could have had this kind of performance? But if you look at what this defense has been able to accomplish, it's very understandable to see the backups. After all, with the way things are going, why get your top players injured needlessly? I think it'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs do against the second team as well. Hey, pretty soon maybe they could even bring out the cheerleaders. Who knows? Now the Jets have it at the 1-yard line. Bell gets it, and he does not break the plane. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they didn't give it to him. And Trayvon Wesco blows into the end zone untouched. Wesco being utilized pretty much as a blocking back for Le'Veon Bell, but that time fooled just everybody. And there you see him crossing the line into the end zone. The Chiefs have the ball again, and the Jets are substituting liberally here in the fourth quarter. Williams is still in there and gets Procise by the ankle for a 4-yard gain. Again, Procise on the screen pass gets the first down out to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7 now. Mahomes back to pass, and once again goes out to the right. That one is fumbled by Kelsey, out of bounds, so it remains Kansas City football. Jamal Adams making yet another fumble-creating hit. Mahomes is sacked. Leonard Williams gets to him back at the 43. His second sack of the day. 2nd and 17. Mahomes back to pass. Throws another one out in the flats to Kelsey, and he has a good run after the catch, but finally tackled at the 44. Procise cannot make the first down. Only gets a yard on that before he is tackled by Ja'Kai Polite. A punt goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Dustin Colquitt with something big to talk about in this game anyway. Darnold back to pass from his own end zone, completes it out to Crowder at the 22 for a first down. And it would appear that the offense is still on first-string mode. Oh, a spin by Bell, and he's out to the 29 for an 8-yard pickup. Darnold across the middle, and that one is intercepted. Anthony Hitchens reaching up and taking it away from Chris Herndon. Now at the 33-yard line, can Mahomes and company put some more points on the board? Back to pass, and it's complete down to Procise. He's inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Procise in motion, throws out to the flats, dances around and gets to the 13. 3rd and 7. Mahomes all day to pass it, and finally runs out of time. Avery Williamson getting to him back at the 20-yard line. The 4th and 14, and the Chiefs are going to kick a field goal. Harrison Butker from 37 yards out makes it 39-6. After a couple of 3-and-outs, Colquitt in to punt the ball away. Arsenault back to receive, gets the ball, spins, and is tackled at the 42. Well, that's inside Chief territory, mind you. Now Mullins is in there at quarterback. Bell still your deep back, and there's a flag on the play. A face mask by Chris Jones will add on another 15 yards, and it's now sitting at the 16-yard line. Bell up the middle to the 11-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. Once again, Bell going up and getting the first down at the 5-yard line. They must have wanted to give him a 100-yard day, because now Cannon runs it into the end zone. Not taking anything away from Trenton Cannon, but boy, it would have been nice to see Bell have that carry into the end zone. And with Pinedo missing another extra point, that ends the game with your score 45-6. The Jets win at home. All you can say if you're a Chiefs fan, there will be better days than this ahead. I wasn't sure how the New York defense would gel after having a disappointing end to the season with all the injuries, but to see them come out here and dominate a Chief team that should have been able to do a little more scoring than they did, has been a sight to see. It just seems like KC's offense never got in any kind of rhythm today. Being without their number one rusher, Damian Williams, it's understandable to see the rush game suffer a bit, but 40 yards and the pass game not even getting close to the century mark with Mahomes at quarterback is like mind-blowing. Darnold didn't have a stellar day at just 54% complete and 2 interceptions, but they were able to move the football when put in a position to do so by the defense. Bell got his 100-yard day, and from how he came out the gate on fire, I would have thought that he would have had a better game than he did, but who can argue with 45 points on the board? It's finally nice to see C.J. Mosley at the top of the tackle leaderboard. I still think the Jets had a screw loose when they gave him that $85 million 5-year contract, but at least they gave it a good effort today. Darrell Roberts had an outstanding day. I wish that he'd be just a little younger. He'll probably always be a good corner, but he probably could be groomed a little better if this wasn't his 6th season in the league already. 9 tackles with 2 for losses and an interception. He may be in a position to take the reins from an aging Tremaine Johnson, but we'll see. It was quite nice to see the rest of the D-line get in the action, but Leonard Williams played an outstanding game, getting to Mahomes 3 times himself. The player of the game has to be Jamal Adams, though. What a stud. He set the tone for the defense with 7 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, one of those fumbles recovered for a touchdown, and an interception on top of it. He has my vote for player of the week, and there's 3 games to go in this weekend. Forgetting for a moment the kicking game woes for New York, which is a big issue with Pineto's accuracy issues. If the Jets keep playing this way for the rest of the postseason, I wish the competition well. And there you have it. Jamal Adams is named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I'm certain that even if he would have been competing with all 15 teams in the AFC, he would have been the choice anyway. In the upgrade class this week is a 5th-year cornerback Brian Poole that gets a slot upgrade and a nice haul of attributes boosted, and even gets a speed upgrade as well. The other player to get the upgrade is wideout Carl Arsenault. That has been used in the return specialist spot. He gets a deep threat upgrade with boosts to his release, catching, and deep route running attributes. Hopefully he'll get a good boost going into next season, and he just might have to be looked at strongly for that wide receiver spot. And take a look at that. Houston upsets Cleveland at home. So we now know who the Jets will be playing, and I promise you that I did not play this game 19 times to get the outcome that I got. I had massive issues getting the game to work with one of the mods that I was trying to use, and in the end, I remembered that my testing of the OBS recording software, I changed the graphics setting to unlimited frames per second, and I guess that was a bad idea because I couldn't get out of the first quarter without the whole game crashing to desktop. Well, at least I got it figured out and all is good again. The Saints and the Panthers both won their games as was expected, so they'll be playing for the NFC title in New Orleans. So as it turns out, the Jets get to play at home for the conference championship. Houston presents a threat that the New York defense hasn't seen just a bunch of this season. They currently have the number 31 rushing game in the league, but with a quarterback like Deshaun Watson and a receiving core headed by arguably the best wideout in the NFL this season, DeAndre Hopkins, it's hard not to have an offense that can score a lot of points and fast. I think the Jets secondary is going to be tested early and often in this game. As far as the defense, one place that you don't want to be is anywhere near where J.J. Watt is. If you take a look at footage of this week's win against the Chiefs, the times that New York went to superstar Terrence Polk's side of the field in the passing game is about how many times they need to go to J.J. Watt's side of the field in the running game next week. I envision the Jets running to the left side of the field a lot. The secondary is solid, but I wouldn't call them great, so there may be an opportunity for Donald if, again, he can keep focused and throw the ball where it should be placed instead of in the hands of the defense. Well, that's going to do it from MetLife Stadium and bring an end to another episode of the New York Jets franchise here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications of new videos as they come out. New York's defense dominated Kansas City in today's game. Can they have a repeat performance against a Houston club that would dearly love to put a halt to the Jets' Super Bowl run? Both phases of the offense should benefit as New York will have both Corey and Jakeem Grant back in the lineup for the championship game, so I can only think that the offense is going to be that much better with them. Is another win in their future? That'll be determined next week when the Jets host the Texans here in MetLife Stadium. Be with us for Championship Sunday, and until then, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.